Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be speaking about having the Sun conjunct Saturn aspect in synastry. So when it comes to having this aspect with somebody, this can really bring a lot of strengths into the relationship. It can also bring a lot of benefits to the relationship. However, it can also still have some challenges when it comes to the conjunction between Sun and Saturn. This is really bringing together somebody's core identity, and that's the energy of the Sun, and somebody's more responsible, structured, productive energy. Can be cautious and very disciplined, organized, and structured and goal-oriented energy, which is the Saturn. And with Saturn, this can also be an indicator of a karmic element to the relationship. So the dynamic can also have quite a lot to teach both of the partners in this relationship. It can be a karmic connection. Both of these signs can have quite a lot of drive and motivation when it comes to goal setting and working as a team towards achieving something common, like a goal. And that can be individual goals as well as the goals that they set for their relationship. They have that drive to be able to go after them. And when it comes to learning those lessons, it's not always fun or it's not always easy in this relationship, but it can be quite rewarding. It can really be in it for the long term, and they can have a very supportive relationship when it comes to the way they grow together, and their long-term success is also in their relationship. There can be this mutual understanding of the importance of building a long-lasting, long-term kind of foundation and a very meaningful connection. The relationship can be a vehicle to them bettering themselves and self-improvement and achieving their ambitions. And they can really work quite well together in this way, and their energies can really complement each other in this way. It's also the sense that this relationship has a significant meaning and it's here to teach them something. It's meant to happen and has a deeper meaning behind the reason why they came together in this relationship. And they can both feel the sense of taking each other and the mission of their relationship quite seriously with this aspect in their relationship. And this aspect really has a way of grounding their relationship as far as their commitments. They can be very grounded. They can even have a very mature way of communicating with each other. And they have different capabilities, but it really complements each other when it comes to overall achieving the mission of their relationship. And the Saturn person especially recognizes the potential in the Sun person and wants to be able to bring it out in them. And vice versa, the Sun person recognizes the capabilities and the potential in the Saturn person. And if the Saturn person lets the Sun person also wants to bring that to the surface in the Saturn person in this relationship. One of the trade-offs of kind of having this energy in the relationship is that even though they can have this very responsible energy between the two of them, at times it can be that the emotional connection is not very present or is not the focus with this aspect in their relationship. And with other aspects between other things in the chart, like aspects being made to the moon, they can be more emotional expression and a deeper emotional connection, even though that's not necessarily going to be derived from the Sun conjuncting Saturn. When it comes to the challenges of this aspect in synastry, there can be sometimes when the Sun person and Saturn person can kind of step on each other's toes, especially when it comes to independence and individuality, because for the Sun person, this is their sense of self-expression, their identity, and their individuality. It may feel like at times the Saturn person is kind of hindering them from being able to shine as much as they want to be able to shine. And it can sometimes feel like they are being restricted by the Saturn person, even though the Saturn person may kind of have good intentions, especially when it comes to being able to achieve certain goals in a certain way. The Saturn person can come across as being controlling in the way in which they are being perceived by the Sun person. They may feel like the Saturn person is criticizing them or is kind of just dimming their lights and not allowing them to be able to shine in the way they want to and know how to shine. And generally, there can be a sense of rigidity in this relationship with this aspect. And both the Sun person and the Saturn person can have certain ways that they want to be able to do things, and they can have rigidity when it comes to the way that they are interacting with each other when it comes to being able to get things done in this relationship. And another thing that can also come is that there can be the sense of burnout when it comes to them being very driven or motivated, especially to achieve or reach certain goals. It can mean that there can be a huge emphasis on responsibilities and less emphasis on just fun and relaxation, going outside just for the sake of it. In this relationship, they can really be driven by this fear of failure and also this perfectionist tendency on both sides to be able to achieve their goals and to keep improving, which they can do together because there is the sense of support and stability in being able to keep improving and growing in this relationship. However, this synastry is not necessarily going to mean longevity, as in the goal is for them to stay together forever. There could also be a lesson that needs to be learned from having had come together, and that could be also about learning about fear of failure and perfectionism and their capabilities, their own individualities, and like personal development. And they can really come to appreciate having this aspect in their relationship because of how much it gives this really grounded energy when it comes to their commitment, and also when it comes to the stability and structure in their relationship. On the other hand, there is also a lot of potential for having a very healthy and fulfilling relationship through being able to really work as a team towards it, which they have a lot of motivation and drive to doing together. Well, that does it for this video on having your Sun conjunct somebody's Saturn in synastry. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Well, that is where I love and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in our next video. Bye guys.